Evening, peeps. Good evening, everyone. All right, the fight is just wrapped, so I guess we can do our own quick wrap as well. It doesn't need to be a long video. Firstly, thank you to all of you that jumped on the live stream. Really appreciate it. We're going to do loads more of those next year. I'm trying to think of the first big fight we can do. Probably be Yard Beterbiev. Basically, we'll try and do all the fights that I'm not covering for DAZN. So everything that's on Sky Sports and BT Sports and some of the American cards, we're going to try and get a bit more active. All right, let's talk about what was in the end for me a very boring, one-sided beatdown. In the end, the referee decided enough was enough in the 10th round. It could have been stopped from the 6th or the 7th. I was screaming on the live stream for Don Charles to maybe pull Chisora out of there because it just was, as I said, a one-sided beatdown. Chisora didn't look like anything was effective, looked slow, looked like he was hurt on numerous occasions. Tyson Fury looked like he was fighting in first gear. And this isn't being disrespectful, this is just saying what I saw. Tyson Fury at times hurt Chisora, then decided to back off. I think he hurt him in round 2 or 3. Chisora's in the corner, and then for some reason Fury decided to take 2 steps back. And I was like, well, what's going on here? Like, why are you not finishing the fight? You could have finished the fight, I felt like, anytime he wanted to. He took round 4 off. This is Tyson Fury. And maybe Chisora stole that round just because Fury decided to go walkabouts for that round. But yeah, look, one-sided beatdown. And this is why I think when the fight was announced, people were upset. Like, people were upset for a couple of reasons. A, just the fight. People were upset about that. And then people were upset about the 26.95. But I guess more people were upset about the matchmaking. And this is why. For everyone that was screaming that this was going to be a one-sided fight, they were right? It was literally one-sided. Tyson Fury didn't get out of... Honestly, Tyson Fury didn't get out of second gear. And I know what Tyson Fury's gear 3, 4, and 5 looked like because I saw it against Wilder. Didn't need to get out of second gear. It was easy. Didn't have a mark on him. And Chisora's face was completely busted up. It was very reminiscent of their fight in 2014. Although I did a video a couple of days ago saying that Fury maybe isn't as good as he was back in 2014. You look at the punishment that Chisora's taken between 2014 and 2022, and it's a lot. And Chisora just looks... Chisora needs to stop. I don't care what anyone says. I know he's fighting the #1 heavyweight on the planet. I get that. But enough's enough. What are we doing? You've had a world title shot. He's had 2, isn't he? Didn't he fight Vitali for a world title? I think he's had 2 world title shots. He's made a lot of money. He's done pay-per-views. He's done stadiums. He's done arenas. What are we doing? Like, what are we in this for? He's got a wife, and you saw his beautiful kids walking him to the arena with him. They were there, I think, ringside. What are we doing this for? You're not going to become a world champion. You've made millions. Enough's enough. Like, he's taking too much punishment. And someone close to him needs to just say, what are you doing? Like, there must be someone. I know Chisora's quite tough-headed. And, you know, whether it be someone at 258 management, whether it be his wife, whether it be Don Charles, whether it be, I know he's really close with Tony Bellew, someone needs to say, dude, what are you doing this for? Like, what are we doing? Like, do you want to, like, have problems, health problems going forward? Because he will have health problems because you can't keep taking the punishment he's taking. And he's very, very lucky that Fury decided to almost have mercy on him. Like, Fury could have really started to go through those gears. Like, there were times when Fury had him on the ropes, and again, a spiteful Fury against someone that he doesn't like an Usyk or an AJ or Wilder, he's going to really hammer home those punches. He decided to back off against Chisora just because, again, it was almost, I don't want to hurt you because we're good friends. That's what it was. So yeah, very disappointed in the fight. I mean, the first 30 seconds were okay. Chisora, decided to, throw those big right hands to the body. And I was like, okay, I can see what you're trying to do here. But in the end, Fury's just too good for Chisora. I think we all knew this when the fight was announced, and it was highlighted after 2 minutes that, okay, he's too good. He started switching southpaw, started landing the uppercut, started landing that nice left hook, started landing that 1-2 down the pipe. Everything was just landing. And it started to be a case of, okay, unless Chisora can somehow do something that we've never seen from Chisora, then this is going to go one way. Look, credit to him. He lasted a lot longer than Dillian Whyte did, but no. The referee, sort of at the end of round 9, went to the corner, and he was clearly telling the corner, look, if I don't see something, I'm going to stop this. And towards, sort of in the middle of that round 10, he's not even looking at the fight. So as a referee, you step back and you're looking at the fight, right? You're looking at everything. He's just literally looking at Chisora. He's just looking at Chisora like, okay, I'm going to stop it. And it was almost, he was waiting for one moment to jump in, and then he jumped in, and there was no arguments from Chisora. So look, we don't need to waste too much time on this. Fury, obviously, Usyk jumped on the apron, and so did Joe Joyce. But the one that we want to see is Usyk. Usyk and Fury went sort of nose to nose. Usyk clearly either didn't understand what Fury was saying or just wasn't impressed. Just probably wasn't impressed. I mean, in the live stream, a lot of you, to be fair, it was almost a 50-50 split. Some of you were saying Usyk's going to cause him problems. Some of you were saying Fury's too good. I don't know, if I'm honest with you. I mean, Fury is a very good boxer. So Usyk's a better boxer than Fury. Fury's just a very good boxer. Plus he's a lot bigger. He's about 2.5 stone bigger, and that has to count for something. But look, it's a great fight. Let's hope it can happen. And now, with Fury unscathed, I know he showed Chisora his hand at the end of the fight, so he might have damaged his hand, his right hand, but it looks like he's unscathed. So there should be no reason why we don't go straight into this one, March or April. There should be no reason, right? Joe Joyce jumped on the apron as well. He's not going to get the fight. It's good though. If you're Joe Joyce, do that. Jump on the apron. Get involved. You know, let your name trend. But he's not going to get the fight. It is going to be Usyk Fury. I think it'll be Joe Joyce Piccoli. I think it'll be AJ White, and it'll be Wilder Ruiz, which isn't bad. It's not bad. Little 4 fights there, is it? I mean, ideally, I would like to see Ruiz, White, and Wilder, AJ, but this is boxing. A quick word on Daniel Dubois, who had to come through some troubles against Kevin Lerena. Watching it live, I just thought his legs buckled, but watching it again, he got hit on the head. He got hit on the head, which messed up his equilibrium, and then he tried to put his back foot, he tried to plant his back foot down, and he couldn't, and that's when his back foot kind of gave way, and he had a problem with his knee and his ankle, but that was all caused by a punch. He unraveled in that fight. In the end, he got the job done, and he got the stoppage, and I know there's some controversy because I think there is a free knockdown rule with the WBA, I think it is, and obviously he got knocked down 3 times, so there's what's that about? There's a problem there, but look, I don't know. I don't think it was stopped early. A lot of you in the chat, and I need to watch the fight back, but watching it and seeing some of the slow replays, Lerena was out on his feet. He was getting caught. He got caught with an uppercut, and that was the punch which literally just put his eyes into the back of his head, and he was gone. But I don't know. You know, there was a lot of talk about Daniel Dubois and sort of him being the future of heavyweight boxing a few years ago. I don't see it at all. Honestly, I don't. I know he's got the punch power, and I know he's still young, but there are other young heavyweights out there as well that have got punch power that would beat every single person that Daniel Dubois beat. There's some guy like Jared Anderson's a good fighter coming through. There's other guys out there, so I'm not sure about Dubois. You know, I'm not sure about him. Like, I'd like to see him. I mentioned Joyce Piccoli. I'd like to see them risk Dubois with Piccoli. Piccoli coming off that good win against Tony Yoka. I'd like to see that. But look, he got the job done, especially with a knee problem or an ankle problem. So that's a tick for him. But yeah, I'm not convinced about Daniel Dubois. It looks like if he gets tagged, it all unravels quickly. But look, he done well. He done well to recover, considering that there was a problem. But look, in the end, decent night for me. I'm about to say decent night of boxing. It wasn't a decent night for me. It was good to do the lives again. I really appreciate everyone jumping on the lives. I was going to do a Sunday session live tomorrow, but obviously England are playing, so no one's going to watch it. Plus, I'm doing stuff for TalkSport in the build-up to England as well, so it's a busy day for me tomorrow. In finishing, let's hope that we get Fury Usyk. Let's hope that Dereck Chisora calls it a day, and let's see what they do next with Daniel Dubois. A lot of you were talking about the numbers there. It looked like it was busy. Look, I will say this, look, even if it was 40,000, I don't know what it was, 40,000, ridiculous. 40,000, 3 weeks before Christmas, freezing cold. It's decent numbers, you know, it's very decent numbers. But yeah, it wasn't quite what they were saying it was going to be, like 60, 65. It wasn't that, but it was still an incredible amount of people there to watch Tyson Fury put on a clinic, an absolute clinic to destroy Dereck Chisora. All right, guys, I'll see you on Monday. Again, we're going to be serious with this stuff. Now, obviously, next week we start the build-up to the Josh Warrington card. I'm going to go home because I'm going to put my feet up and watch Estrada versus Chocolatito 3. That will be a real fight. This wasn't. Peace and love.